Welcome back to this week's episode of This, That, and Other Tangents, A Moment with Kennedy. I'm so glad that you've returned for this week's episode, and if you are brand new here and this is your first episode, welcome. I'm glad you're here too. Okay, so a little disclaimer for the guy listeners out there. This one's for the girls. I'm glad you're here, don't get me wrong, but I just want to warn you beforehand. You're more than welcome to stick around, because I think you can relate to this in your own lives with your bro pals. So please stick around. I just wanted to let you know. I've been so excited for this episode this week because today is GAL-ENTINE'S Day. What's GAL-ENTINE'S Day? Oh, it's only the best day of the year. And if you've never watched Parks and Recreation, or you're beginning to think Kennedy has gone crazy, you are one, missing out, and two, you're probably right. Valentine's Day is often celebrated the day before Valentine's Day to celebrate those women friendships that you hold so dear to your heart. I'm so thankful for my gal pals, the ones who are a phone call away when I've had a good day and have news to share, or when it's been a long day and I have to vent. The ones that, no matter how long it's been since I've seen them, we pick up right where we left off. The ones who give hugs that heal my heart, and the ones that I know will pray for me no matter what. If I started to name off the girls who mean so much to me, I would forget someone, and I don't want to do that. But just know you mean the world to me, and I'm forever grateful for who you are. God has truly blessed me with some of the very best, and I thank Him each day for each of you. Personally, I feel like each of my friends were placed in my life at very pivotal moments. I truly think God placed each of them at those moments as a reminder that no matter the situation, there's always someone there for you. Of course, God has always been there. He always will be, too. He always has been. But it's good to have a friend to laugh with, to have someone to hold you while you cry, and to share the highs and lows with. Female friendships are to be valued. There are emotional, mental, and spiritual benefits to that. While I was preparing for today's episode, I was doing some research, and I found some articles by WebMD and some very well-known medical institutions that have done studies on the emotional, mental, and health benefits of friendships and what they mean to you. And they were very insightful. So I tell you this to go and see these. Just know that your friendships are affecting your health, literally. So make sure you pick your right friends. Those friends are there to show support. They bring encouragement. They hold you accountable. They show love. They show grace. And they show up. With it being GAL-ENTINE'S Day, I wanted to discuss this week some powerful female friendships in the Bible. When you think of those, you probably think of Ruth and Naomi, Mary and Elizabeth, Mary and Martha, Mary Magdalene, Joanna, and Susanna. So I want to take a few moments to discuss a few of them. Like Ruth and Naomi, what made their relationship notable? Their story is found in the book of Ruth. Naomi, her husband, and sons had moved to Moab to find food. There was a famine in the land, so they had to move. Her sons had married Moabite women, Ruth and Orpah. Naomi's husband died, and then both of her sons died. Naomi decided to return to Bethlehem in Judah. She had told the girls to return home and find other husbands, but Ruth clung to Naomi and told her that she would stay with her. Ruth worked in the barley fields of Boaz, which Boaz was Naomi's husband's relation. So he kind of looked after Ruth and Naomi. Ruth worked to provide barley to sell, but also to keep for her and Naomi. Ruth was loyal to Naomi. She could have went home. She could have went back to her family and found another husband, but she wanted to stick by Naomi. She told her that her people would be my people, and your God would be my God. I think, too, that she probably felt bad for Naomi. She knew what she had gone through. She knew what she had lost with losing both her husband and both of her sons. She helped provide for her. Naomi was also Ruth's mentor. Naomi's faith and commitment to God influenced Ruth, contributing to her spiritual growth. They both showed unwavering support to each other. So think about a friend in your life that has been loyal, one who has been a mentor and has shown unwavering support. Isn't it great to have someone who like that? One you know you can count on no matter the circumstance. Or you probably are thinking of multiple. Hopefully you have multiple people that are like that in your life. Those are great friends to have and to keep around. Mary and Elizabeth are another example of a powerful female friendship in the Bible. In Luke, we learn about the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Elizabeth, her dear cousin and friend. Mary and Elizabeth were placed in very unique situations, you could say, but ones that they found comfort in having each other during this time. They were chosen for very, very divine task. Elizabeth was getting older and she was barren. An angel appeared to Zacharias, her husband, and told him that they were to bear a son named John. He was to be filled with the Holy Ghost even in his mother's womb. In the 6th month of her pregnancy, Gabriel was sent to Mary, telling her she would have a son, and he would be named Jesus, the Son of God. So Mary, confiding in her cousin Elizabeth, went to tell her the great news. And this was kind of scary for Mary. That kind of rhymed. I didn't mean to do that. But, being in the area in which she was, it was frowned upon for her being in that situation. She was a virgin and she was pregnant. And how interesting that conversation could have been like, hey, I am with child with the Son of God. That may be hard to understand, but it's the truth. She probably would have gotten some interesting looks, but she knew that this was a very divine task that she had been placed upon. So she went and she confided in Elizabeth, and she was excited to tell her the news. And when Elizabeth heard the news, the baby leapt in her womb, and she was filled with the Holy Ghost. I need to stop there for a second. I've always found this part of the story just, I don't know, it leaves me speechless. And that is hard to do. The baby, yes, John the Baptist, knew he was in the presence of the Son of God. In the womb, he knew. Isn't that something? And it's just, I told you, it leaves me speechless, and I'm just like, wow. The baby knew. And he would, prophesy later on about this. But just as a baby in the womb, he was aware, fully aware. God wove Mary and Elizabeth together in a very special way. So do you have a friend who is an encourager like Elizabeth? One who is standing as a cheerleader in every part of life with you, even when it seems scary. The one who's louder than any negativity that you may hear in the background. There are many other friendships in the Bible, and I encourage you to go and read and study these. Take a moment to reflect on those biblical friendships that resonate with you. Reach out to your friends, be there for them, support them, pray for them. Karen Peck used a verse from Proverbs when talking about her dear friendship and sisterhood with the late and great Kelly Nillen Clark. In Proverbs 27:17, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. It says, "The iron sharpens iron. A man sharpens the countenance of his friends." How blessed are we to have friends in the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. and what a friend we have in Jesus. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Um, just kind of talking a little bit more about some great women friendships in the Bible. And I hope you celebrate Galentine's Day today. Reach out to those friends, tell them that you're thinking about them and that no matter what, you're there for them. I want to leave you with an icebreaker question. Like I said last week, we're going to have one each week. And this week's is, what is your favorite restaurant? So on my social medias or in the comments, wherever you're listening to, let me know what your favorite restaurant is. Mine would have to be Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. I got hooked on Chick-fil-A way back in the day at a festival called Ichthus, if you know. If you know, you know, you know. And what do I order at Chick-fil-A? I order number one, which is a regular chicken sandwich with no pickle. I don't like pickles, and we can discuss that at a later time. Later day, later time. I also get waffle fries with honey roasted barbecue sauce, Chick-fil-A sauce, and Polynesian. And yes, I do use all three sauces. I also get a half cherry Coke, half Coke Zero. So let me know what your favorite restaurant is. I want to try some new things. So just let me know in the comments. So thanks for listening today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Until next time, my friends.